This is 3 News Daily.
Hello, everybody. Welcome back to 3 News Daily on this Friday, March 24th. I'm Stephanie Haney here with your top stories. And we start with a development this morning. We learned the cause of death of Susan Taylor. That's the Geauga County woman whose body was found in the woods after she was missing for several days. The Geauga County Coroner says no foul play is suspected in her death. He says Susan had an undiagnosed blood clot and heart disease. We're being told she was working in the woods and had an accident that led to injury, leading to further blood loss. The investigation is still ongoing, but at this time, her death has been ruled to be a combination of natural and accidental contributing factors. Now in Cuyahoga County, an investigation is ongoing after a body was discovered in Lake Erie. The Cleveland Metro Parks Police Department tells 3 News that the remains were discovered near the docks at the historic Cleveland Coast Guard station yesterday afternoon. As of now, police still haven't told us the name of the victim. And today, a Nordonia high school teacher is under investigation after being accused of using a racial slur during a classroom lesson. According to school officials, the teacher was using the word while discussing which words were unacceptable. The district says this kind of language is unacceptable even in that context and has no place in the Nordonia community. They're continuing to address groups of students who still use this kind of harmful language. And today marks a disturbing anniversary. 10 years since Aliza Sherman was stabbed to death in downtown Cleveland. She was on her way to meet with her divorce attorney in the middle of the afternoon, and even now, 10 years later, it's still an unsolved mystery as to who was responsible for her death. The Ohio Bureau of Criminal Investigations took on the case 2 years ago, but still no suspect has been named. Her family has told us over the years it's been difficult without closure.
We haven't seen justice yet. It also is just heartbreaking that it's been that long without our mom.
There's just a lot of disturbing factors surrounding that whole event that remain unanswered. And, we haven't gotten closure.
It's broad daylight. It's impossible for something like this to happen without anyone seeing, without anyone knowing anything that went on.
It certainly does seem impossible. Now, last night, an event was held in Aliza's honor in Beechwood to raise money for Cleveland Clinic patients and caregivers who have experienced violence. The annual visual for Aliza will be held tonight downtown at 5 p.m. Now, today we're learning more about an explosion that happened last month at a Cleveland plant. A new report suggests the blast uncovered possible elevated levels of lead in the area. Neil Fisher has the latest, including reaction from the owner of the plant.
More than 1 month after the explosion in Oakwood Village killed 1 person and injured more than a dozen more, the scar lingers. And now independent tests from the Cleveland Lead Advocates for Safe Housing, or CLASH, show concerns.
In the areas that were closest to the plant, I think the numbers were more over 4,000 ppms, which, remember, we're talking about anything over 400 is alarming.
Ivanka Hall, the president of CLASH, told 3 News they took soil samples near the Sherman & Co. plant, as well as within a few miles of the explosion.
There are 20 daycare centers in that area. There are people's homes in that area.
Hall wants more from the Ohio EPA after their results were posted. The U.S. EPA views lead in soil a hazard if it exceeds 400 parts per million in a play area for children. 3 News reached out to the EPA for comment, but have not heard back.
One of the things that we do know is that the plant already had a large percentage of lead that was in there just because of the work that they do. So when the explosion happened, lead is heavy, it's going to come up, it's going to come down.
Sherman & Co. issued a statement to 3 News saying in part, quote, based on activities undertaken to date, the company does not believe there has been any off-site impact that puts the surrounding community at risk, end quote. But the tests from CLASH show otherwise.
For us, the most important thing is making sure that the community understands the dangers of lead poisoning and what it can do to them.
Now, there's still debris from the explosion at the site in Oakwood Village, and CLASH is now concerned about the soil, air, and the water near the site, as well as how that debris will be removed. All right, today kicks off the 2023 Fan Expo Cleveland. Attendees will have the opportunity to meet some of their favorite celebrities, participate in cosplay, attend panels, and lots more. And there will be plenty of celebrities. Fans of The Office can meet Oscar Nunez, Kate Flannery, and Leslie David Baker. stars from The Mandalorian, Shazam, and Trailer Park Boys will also be in attendance. You can get a single-day pass for $37 or a pass for all 3 days for $89. We have a full list of celebrities making an appearance on our website on WKYC.com. Thanks for being with us for this week of 3 News Daily. Whether you're watching on WKYC Plus, our YouTube page, our Instagram account, or listening on your favorite podcast platform, we appreciate you. Have a wonderful weekend, and we'll see you back here on Monday with more of your top stories.